The rhinoceros is a sight to behold. It is a powerful and prehistoric-looking creature. With its massive size and formidable horn, it commands respect. These gentle giants have roamed the earth for millions of years. They are an integral part of their ecosystems. Rhinoceroses are herbivores, their diets consisting mainly of grasses, leaves and fruits. They play a crucial role in shaping their environment. Their grazing habits influence plant diversity. Their dung contributes to nutrient cycling. Despite their size, they are surprisingly agile. They can move with surprising speed when charging. However, their eyesight is poor. They rely heavily on their sense of smell and hearing to navigate their surroundings. These magnificent creatures are facing an unprecedented crisis. We must understand the threats to their survival. We must all do our part to ensure these ancient giants have a future. There are 5 distinct species of rhinoceros, each with unique characteristics and habitats. 2 species, the white rhinoceros and the black rhinoceros, are native to Africa, where they roam the savannas and grasslands. The other 3, the Indian rhinoceros, the Javan rhinoceros, and the Sumatran rhinoceros, are found in various parts of Asia, each adapted to their specific environments. The white rhinoceros is the largest of the 5 species, known for its massive size and broad mouth. It is further divided into 2 subspecies, the southern white rhinoceros, which is more numerous, and the critically endangered northern white rhinoceros, with only a few individuals left. The black rhinoceros, despite its name, is not actually black. Its skin color is similar to that of the white rhinoceros. The main difference lies in their lip shape. The black rhinoceros has a pointed, prehensile upper lip, which it uses for browsing on bushes and trees. This adaptation allows the black rhinoceros to feed on a variety of vegetation that other species might not be able to reach. The Indian rhinoceros, also known as the greater one-horned rhinoceros, is unique for the thick folds of skin that resemble armor plating, providing protection against predators. It is found in the grasslands and forests of India and Nepal, where it thrives in the lush green landscapes. The Javan rhinoceros is critically endangered, with its population limited to a single national park in Indonesia. It is primarily found in Ujung Kulon National Park, a protected area that offers a last refuge for this rare species. Sadly, it is believed that fewer than 100 individuals remain in the wild, making conservation efforts critical for their survival. The Sumatran rhinoceros is the smallest and most primitive of the rhinoceros species, with a lineage that dates back millions of years. It is also the most endangered, with its population dwindling due to habitat loss and poaching. This species is characterized by its reddish-brown hair and 2 horns, which distinguish it from other rhinoceros species. Rhinoceroses are facing an unprecedented crisis. Their populations have been decimated in recent decades. This decline is largely attributed to human activities. The primary threats to rhinoceros survival are poaching and habitat loss. The illegal wildlife trade is driven by the demand for rhinoceros horn. It is used in traditional medicine in some cultures. Although it has no proven medicinal value, the horn is highly prized. Habitat loss is another major threat to rhinoceroses. As human populations grow, natural habitats are being converted for agriculture, infrastructure, and other human uses. This encroachment on their territory forces rhinoceroses into closer contact with humans. This increases competition for resources. Section 4. Habitat loss, where once they roamed. The destruction and fragmentation of rhinoceros habitat is a significant threat to their survival. These majestic creatures once roamed vast, uninterrupted landscapes, but now their homes are being systematically destroyed. Rhinoceroses require large areas of land to roam and find food. Their natural behavior and migratory patterns depend on having access to expansive territories. As their habitat shrinks, they are forced into closer proximity to human settlements. This encroachment not only endangers the rhinoceroses, but also poses risks to the local human populations. Deforestation for agriculture, logging and mining operations destroys critical rhinoceros habitat. These activities carve up the land, leaving behind fragmented patches of forest. This leads to habitat fragmentation. The once continuous forests are now broken into isolated sections, making it difficult for rhinoceroses to move freely. This isolation of rhinoceros populations makes them more vulnerable to disease and genetic issues. Without the ability to interact with other groups, their genetic diversity diminishes. Furthermore, habitat loss can increase the risk of human-wildlife conflict. As rhinoceroses lose their natural foraging grounds, they venture closer to human activity. As rhinoceroses are forced to forage for food in areas closer to human settlements, they may come into conflict with farmers and villagers. This can lead to dangerous encounters. This can lead to retaliatory killings. Frustrated and fearful, local communities may take drastic measures to protect their livelihoods. The loss of suitable habitat also disrupts the natural migration patterns of rhinoceroses. These migrations are crucial for their survival. These patterns are essential for finding food and water, especially during the dry season. Without access to these resources, their chances of survival diminish significantly. Section 5. The ivory trade, a sinister threat. The illegal wildlife trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry thriving in the shadows of global commerce. It is the primary driver of rhinoceros poaching, pushing these majestic creatures to the brink of extinction. The demand for rhinoceros horn, particularly in some Asian countries, is the biggest threat to their survival, driven by myths and misconceptions. The horn of a rhinoceros is made of keratin, the same protein that makes up human hair and nails, yet it is valued more than gold. Despite having no proven medicinal properties, it is highly sought after in some cultures, perpetuating a dangerous cycle. It is believed to cure a range of ailments, from hangovers to cancer, though these claims lack scientific backing. Organized criminal networks are involved in all aspects of the illegal wildlife trade, making it a formidable adversary for law enforcement. From poaching to trafficking to the final sale, these networks operate with sophisticated methods, often evading capture. They exploit weak law enforcement and corruption, creating a nearly impenetrable system. The high profits associated with rhinoceros horn fuel the poaching crisis, incentivizing more illegal activities. Poachers, often driven by poverty, are willing to risk imprisonment or even death to obtain rhinoceros horn, highlighting the dire need for economic alternatives.
Section 6. Guardians of the Giants Conservation Efforts. The fight to save rhinoceroses from extinction is a global effort. Governments, conservation organizations, and local communities are working tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures. Anti-poaching efforts include increased patrols in protected areas, the use of sniffer dogs and surveillance technology, and tougher penalties for poachers. Conservation organizations are also working with local communities to reduce human-wildlife conflict. Habitat conservation and restoration are crucial for the long-term survival of rhinoceroses. This includes establishing protected areas, restoring degraded habitats, and creating wildlife corridors to connect fragmented populations. Public awareness campaigns are essential for educating people about the plight of rhinoceroses and the importance of conservation. By changing attitudes and behaviors, we can reduce the demand for rhinoceros horn. Section 7. A future for rhinoceroses, our shared responsibility. The future of rhinoceroses hangs in the balance. However, there is still hope. By addressing the root causes of poaching and habitat loss, we can create a future where these magnificent creatures can thrive. Education is key. We must teach future generations about the importance of wildlife conservation. We must foster a sense of respect and appreciation for these animals. Supporting conservation organizations and their efforts to protect rhinoceroses is crucial. These organizations rely on donations to fund their vital work. Every contribution, no matter how small, can make a difference. The fight to save rhinoceroses is a shared responsibility. We must act now to protect these iconic animals for future generations. Their survival depends on it. Our planet will be a much poorer place without them.